Hello, hope you're having a great day. To be honest, I am feeling pretty physically broken today, which is no surprise, seeing as I had a really intense boxing class last night. I can feel a lot of achiness in my legs as well from the gym session that I did the night before last, and of course my home leg session that I did yesterday morning. So yeah, I am feeling pretty broken, and you know what? It's great because it reminds me of what I've put myself through in terms of my workouts and my health and fitness. And it reminds me that, you know what I'm doing in terms of my health and fitness is way more than the majority of people out there, way more than most people could handle. Although that's not true, because everything I do, most people could handle, but they choose not to. Most people choose to live a life where they're seeking comfort, where they're avoiding suffering and pain and avoiding exerting themselves. I used to live a life just like that, but now I understand that the key to a happy life is to make yourself as strong as you can, physically, mentally and spiritually, and that takes a lot of work. So when I wake up feeling broken like this, it just reminds me that I am putting that work in. However, I do plan to continue to up my strength and up the discomfort that I'm putting myself through, right? It's all a progression. But yeah, despite my achiness, I'm feeling super positive. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be living this healthy life that's free from drink and drugs. And just happy to be alive. I did manage to get up again at 7:30 today. It's becoming a real streak. And yeah, I'm grateful for that. It is still a battle. It probably always will be. I had to sit on the end of my bed for 20 minutes, having this internal war with myself, where my lazy mind is trying to find an excuse for me to go back to bed, and where I'm just sitting there with the same message going through my head. Sorry if this is repetitive for you guys that watch these videos every day, but my life is repetitive, right? And yeah, just relaying that same message through my head, which is the message I've got on my alarm, which is be a tired loser rather than a rested winner. And I'm super grateful that recently I seem to be able to every day be a tired winner rather than a rested loser. I'm definitely feeling like, a bit of a zombie as I go through my daily routine today. Usually, by the time I've sort of, got back from my walk around the block, I'm feeling like totally awake. A lot of the time when I have my water, I have like 2.5 or 3 pints of water as soon as I wake up. Once I've done that, I'm normally like fully 100% awake. But if not, then, by the time I get back from my walk, I am usually 100% awake. But today that hasn't been the case. I've come back from my walk, I've written in my journal, and then, had a meditation and kind of felt like I was nearly falling asleep a couple of times. So yeah, I'm standing here now, just about to do my workout, and I'm still feeling, a bit tired, a bit like a zombie. I'm mentally feeling positive, and I'm, grateful to be up, grateful that I managed to get up early, grateful to be alive for another clean and healthy day. But, I'm definitely feeling a bit tired. My eyes are feeling a bit heavy, and I'm just feeling like a bit of a zombie. But, as I say, I have woken up feeling physically broken today. So, I'm deservedly tired, right? Now I can sense that my mind is using that as an excuse. I've got thoughts going through my head of, excuses for why I shouldn't do a workout today. Maybe I'm a bit too broken. Excuses of why I probably shouldn't go to the garage today to film a video, because it's cold, etc., etc. I have already got my car out the garage. I like to do that when I go for my walk, just as a sort of counter to those thoughts that I'm getting in my mind, what are trying to find excuses to not head out. Because my car is already outside, it's easier for me to overcome those thoughts and those excuses to not get out and do what I plan to do, And things like having my workout bench and my weights and stuff in my living room works the same. When I'm getting these thoughts that, I'm a bit too broken, maybe I shouldn't do my home workout today, I look over in the corner and I see my weights there, and then that helps me overcome those lazy thoughts. So yeah, super grateful to be alive, super grateful to be living this clean and healthy life. And yeah, it's now time for me to dive into a workout. Now, in terms of what I'm going to do here at home, usually I follow up at home with what I did the night before in the gym, right? Well, last night I went boxing, and the night before that, I went and done legs in the gym, but I done legs at home yesterday morning. So I've caught up in terms of my home workouts and my gym workouts. So I think here at home, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to do push-ups, even though we done loads of push-ups in boxing last night. I'm going to do sit-ups, even though we've done loads of different variations of sit-ups and crunches in boxing last night. And then I think for my third exercise, I'll do bicep curls, but I'll do the hammer curls, where you hold the weight like that. Currently, I've got one dumbbell with 10 kilos on it and one with 7.5 kilos on. I've recently gone up to 10 kilos on some of the exercises I do. So we'll see how I get on. I'll just use one dumbbell, whichever weight I'm going to do, to save me, changing the weights on the other one. So I'll just do one arm at a time. But hopefully I'll be able to bang out at least half a dozen reps with the 10 kilo dumbbells. But yeah, that's the 3 exercises. I need to dive straight into this workout and get it done. And then I can jump in my cold shower, which is my sort of last bit of suffering that I put myself through before I reward myself with a very healthy breakfast. 11 reps, not bad. All right, so I've just got home after spending all day around the garage, and it's 6:15 in the evening. So the days are definitely steadily getting noticeably longer, although I was doing a bit of tidying up in my garage sort of after it got dark using the torch. But it was a really productive day around the garage. It was absolute hell working in the freezing cold, but you can't control the weather. And I'm not one of these people that just sits around in winter and waits for the good weather to come before I start cracking on with my cars. I never have been, even before I was making YouTube videos and even before I was earning a living out of making YouTube videos. So I do want to keep the content going on the other channel, but I have always sort of got out in the cold and done whatever I can. Really happy that I made some progress on the new project today. The project's definitely getting exciting. I'm sort of bolting on shiny bits now. So happy days. Now I have decided that I'm not going to go to the gym this evening. It's now Wednesday and I've already done one gym session and one boxing session. And I think my beautiful girlfriend Kat is off on Friday. So I'll be going to the gym with her hopefully on Friday. So I could do my second gym session tomorrow on Thursday. It's absolutely fine. It's not going to mess with my routine. And I think, the fact that I woke up feeling so broken today, because of boxing yesterday and stuff, and partly, because I've been out in the cold all day, so I'm not feeling exactly great. I think I am able to sort of rest this evening and not go to the gym. Now, what I'm not going to do is sit here and do nothing. I'm going to utilise that time, because if I don't go to the gym, it means that I can really keep my head in my MacBook for a good few hours tonight and start editing the footage that I captured today. So that is what I'm going to do. But I think what I'm going to do right now is input the files from the footage that I've captured today. And while that's happening, I can have myself some lunch. Although, I appreciate it's not really lunch because it's 6:15, but a pre-dinner, you could say. All right, so after a fair bit of editing, I decided to have a bath, which is something I don't have very often. And we literally boiled some water in some pans on the hob so that I could add to the hot water. So I could just have a boiling hot water, and add some Radox in there as well. It's not something I do regularly, but it was lovely. And now I'm feeling like exhausted, like really relaxed. My muscle aching is virtually gone, so I think it's done me good. But Kat's just knocked me up a massive dinner, and it's time for us to have our smoothie as well. And yet again, I've decided that I'm having chicken and steak, obviously with the usual eggs and vegetables. And yeah, as I say, we're gonna have our smoothie. It is now 10:30, and I think I'm going to embrace this tiredness that I'm feeling, this, you know, relaxing feeling after that hot bath, and go to bed early. I remember, like, when I wake up and I'm having that battle with my mind at 7:30 in the morning, you know, trying to force myself to stay up, I sort of sit there sometimes and sort of look forward to when I'm going to go to bed that night, right? You know, sort of plan in a way to go to bed early that night. And that's part of me persuading myself to stay up, right? You know, stay up now, be a tired winner, and you can go to bed early later on, you know, proud sort of thing. And then I never end up going to bed early. Well, tonight I think I am going to. But yeah, like today has kind of been a flop, if you think about it. I didn't go to the gym. Okay, I had my morning workout. I did get up early. You know, I went through my morning routine. But, you know, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't really do as much on the car as I would have hoped. But that is usually always the case. You know, I still made good progress, you know. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is today has actually been really productive. And I have actually been at it most of the time, right? But by the standard that I would like to live by every day, it has been a bit of a flop. But I've said before, I'm grateful that nowadays, the days that I see as a flop day is like, you know, me working way harder than I did in my hard working days, you know, not that long ago. You know, so I am grateful for that. But I will see today as a flop. I will acknowledge the fact that, you know, if I get into the habit of not going to the gym, if I get into the habit of indulging in comfortable hot baths, then that could turn into a real problem, you know. So I need to see days like today as a flop and, you know, not beat myself up about it, but acknowledge that today is a day where I've lived how I don't want to live, you know, moving forward. So, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. Still actually haven't had my smoothie, so I need to have that first. And I'm going to down that glass of water. I always like to have loads of water before I go to bed. You know, a lot of people won't because they're worried about getting up and going to the toilet too many times in the night. But you've got to have loads of water before you go to bed, and loads of water the first thing in the morning, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm going to drink this, going to get myself ready for bed. And yeah, I'll be back for another video tomorrow for you guys that want to follow me on my day. Massive thanks to everyone who's tuned into this one. Hope it's been somewhat helpful or motivational. Feel free to say hello in the comments and we'll have a chat, or get in touch through the usual channels. All the links to everything will be in the description as usual. But other than that, I'll chat to you tomorrow.